I have accumulated quite a few books in the past few days, so I wanted to do a little book haul. I'm not sure how long this is gonna be because there's a lot of books, but then also I feel like not that many for a full video. So let's just get into it. Starting with an arc that was sent to me in a little special box by the author. I actually did a unboxing on my TikTok. You guys can go check it out. But this is an arc. It's called Worldwide Crush. It's actually a pretty short book. It's a novel by Kristen Nielsen. I'll read you guys the description. You know the drill. It says Rory Calhoun, I have no idea how you say the last name, I'm so bad at name, is a perfect teen superstar who's inspiring first crushes all over the globe. Millie Jackson is just one of the million fans who love him, but that doesn't mean her heart doesn't break for him every single day in this laugh out loud coming of age story. How many of Rory's fans collect data about him in a special book hidden in their underwear drawer, or have faked the fascination with Will migration for a chance to visit his hometown? Millie might not be Rory's only fan at Susan B. Anthony's middle school, but she's convinced she's the biggest and the best. Rory's new song Worldwide Crush is climbing the charts, and his lyrics are clear. He's looking for love and he's looking for the audience. Meaning Millie's secret fantasies of running in the surf and eating waffles with Rory may not be crazy after all. She could be that girl, but first she has to get to his concert, his completely sold out concert in a city nowhere near her home, for which she does not have tickets or a ride. She has to figure out how. So this is right up my alley. You know, I literally grew up in boy bands and I was obsessed with a lot of them. Still I am, even though I'm a 25-year-old woman. So this is gonna be so fun. I think it comes out next month, July 2023, so next month. We've got a book that I've seen circulating on booktok and booktube lately. Is The Crazier by Kim Leggett. This is, I think I saw Haley fan post about it, and then one of my friends on TikTok has been posting about it too. So I just decided to go ahead and get it. Honestly, it sounded really interesting. You guys, the description. It says, no one speaks of the Crazier is forbidden. In Garden County, girls are banished for their 16th year to release their magic into the wild so they can return purified and ready for marriage. But not all of them will make it home alive. Journey James dreams of a better life, but as her own Crazier draws near, she quickly realizes that there is more to fear about the Crazier than the brutal elements and the poachers in the woods. Their greatest threat may very well be each other. With sharp prose and gritty realism, Kim Leggett's The Crazier examines the complex and sometimes twisted relationship between girls, the women they eventually become, and the difficult decisions they make in between. I think this is a dystopian novel, and honestly I still haven't finished Shatter Me, so I'm either gonna read this first or read Shatter Me. I think this is a standalone, and if it is a standalone, I'm probably gonna read this first. Then I got sent another art. I got sent another advanced reader's copy. Honestly, I can't really find the description for this. This is coming summer 2023 as well. Thriller. It says, I think Ellen Hildebrand gave this a review. It says, if you like my novels, you love The Block Party. Look at the cover. The author is, why can I never find the author of this book? Jamie Day. It says, this summer, meet your neighbors. The residents of the exclusive cul-de-sac on Alton Road are entangled in a web of secrets and scandal utterly unknown to the outside world and even to each other. On the night of the annual summer block party, there has been a murder. This is kind of giving Big Little Lies vibes, honestly. But who did it, and what takes the readers back 1 year earlier as rivalries, betrayals unfold? The residents of Alton Road discover that the real danger lies within their own block, and nothing and no one is ever as it seems. Okay, this is right up my alley. Once I'm in a thriller mood again, this is exactly what I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna read it before it comes out. That's always fun. Then I ended up getting the UK cover version of Beach Read, and I've heard that it also has an alternative ending, and I'm really excited to get to that. I'm already on page 88. It's a reread, so I'm not in a rush to finish it. You already know what Beach Read is about, but it's essentially about August and January. They're like rivals from college, and she ends up moving essentially next door to him without even knowing it, and he takes you through this enemies to lovers romance situation, academic enemies to lovers. It's just great, honestly. It's one of my favorite romances of all time, and I really wanted to get this cover, so I did. When I placed that order on Blackwell's, which is a UK site where the shipping price of the book is actually included in the book price, and it's really cheap. I didn't know UK books were so cheap, much cheaper compared to the US, but they are. I ended up getting Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. This is being turned into a movie, and you know me, if a movie's coming out, I have to read it. I still have to get Red, White, and Royal Blue, honestly, because I really want to read that before the movie comes out. It says, chemist Elizabeth Sott is not your average woman. In fact, Elizabeth Sott will be the first to point out there is not such a thing. But in the early 1960s, in her all-male team at Hastings Research Institute take a very unscientific view of equality. Forced to resign, she reluctantly signs on the host of a cooking show, Supper at 6, but her revolutionary approach to cooking, fueled by scientific and rational commentary, grabs the attention of a nation, and soon a legion of overlooked housewives find themselves daring to change the status quo one molecule at a time. So this is actually I think it's just a fiction novel. It's not a romance book. I have no idea if there's romance in it, but I'm really excited to read this. I was just browsing through my free little library and I found a little gem, so I'm gonna show you guys. I found this copy of Jane Eyre. You already know I have a copy. I'm slowly getting through that one, but I saw this one is a Barnes & Noble's Classics. I've never seen a copy of Jane Eyre. It's so cute. It's pink. I'm not gonna read you what Jane Eyre is about. I feel like by now you probably know what Jane Eyre is about, but it's essentially a classic novel by Charlotte Bronte, one of the Bronte sisters, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm really excited to read this. It's such a cute copy and it's like purse size. And I don't even think I should go into detail about this series, but I got the last 2 books of the Aquatar series. So Aqua Frozen Starlight. I didn't know this was such a short book. It's essentially a novella. I think it's well under 300 pages, which I think that categorizes as a novella. I have no idea. But this one, I think a lot of new characters are getting introduced in this book, and a lot of people there's just mixed opinions about it. Nobody has any strong opinions about this one. And then I think this is a big boy. This is the thickest book I probably own. I think this is over 800 pages. This is about Nesta, and a lot of people don't like her character, but then a lot of people do. I personally am still forming my opinion on her because I'm only on book number 3. I have a blog coming out where I'm gonna finish the Aquatar series, so just be on the lookout for that. It will take me a while. I'm still on this one, so it's gonna take me a very long time. I'm really excited to get to this because this is essentially the last book that's out in the series. I think she's supposed to come out with more books. I think right now she actually posted that the next book that's coming out is Crescent City's next book, I think. She has a lot of series out, and I'm like really behind in the Sarah J Maas universe, so I really want to get into it. But with that being said, that brings us to the end of this very short book haul. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what other books I should be getting. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.